Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be showing you how to add player corpses to your GorillaTag fan game, and let's just get right into it this time. So first you want to join the Discord, link in the description. I want to go to this channel right here and download this script. So now after that is done downloading, what you're going to want to do real quick is either use your monster model or just create like a test cube for now. And after you create that, here I'll just create a new one real quick. Right here, and let me move it up so we can see it. So what you're going to want to do now is import it. So I'm going to go into my monsters folder, which is up here. Then I'm going to import new asset and just import it. Wait for that to finish to import. And after it's finished, let's give it a second. After it's finished, what you're going to want to do is, for now, I would recommend just turn this to trigger if it doesn't have a box collider. If it does, create one that matches the size of your monster and drag in the Horror V2 Unity. Give me 1 second, I think I forgot to change something in the script. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, Unity. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I forgot to change something of the script, so let me just actually remove it from the, okay, I already removed it. Okay, so just drag in the script that you downloaded and then imported. So now we're gonna set this up before we actually make the corpse. So for the player, what you want to do is go to your sorry, I'm on my laptop right now. It is not the best. I'm actually gonna lock this real quick. Go to your Gorilla player, drag that in. Now the player detection radius is basically how far away the monster will be able to start chasing a player. 10 is actually a pretty good distance. It'll be able to chase a player from about this to this, I would say, maybe even farther. I would say it's a pretty good distance. Now for waypoints, what you want to do is just create some 3D cubes. I can unlock this with just a trigger. I mean, the trigger doesn't matter, but you can even remove the box collider. But just create some cubes of where you want the monster to be able to go in your map. So now, basically, you're just going to create those like I did over here. If you want me to show you how or anything, I have another tutorial with the same AI, but isn't modified to work with the corpses, and I'll show you how to create everything and whatnot. So I'm just going to select all of these real quick. I'm just pressing Control and clicking them, by the way. Never mind, we're going to lock this. Sorry. From what Unity does. I could be doing this a lot faster way, but I'm just going to do this for now. So after we've done that, you're just going to want to drag those into waypoints. It doesn't matter what order they're in, it's random on which one it goes to. And I'm not entirely certain this or the last video works for walls. I don't remember if it uses NavMesh. Let me check real quick. Okay, sorry about that. It does use NavMesh. I was correct. So this will work with walls. I just couldn't remember. So now for the respawn, I'm on the wrong cube. For the respawn, what we're going to do, or I remember I changed it. So I changed the order. Sorry. So for the agent, we're gonna add the component NavMesh agent. Right here, you don't have to change anything, but you can. It's just speed, whatever. So now we're just gonna kind of just drag that into there, right here. Now for the respawn, right now you can change this in the code if you want, but it only uses one. I just left it as a list because I didn't feel like changing it. So I would just go create the 3D object like you did with this, and drag it. Sorry about that. Okay, just had to check I was recording. So just drag that into the respawn. Only one though, because it only works with one. It's not like it'll break it if you do multiple, but there's no point. Now for the maps to disable, just like drag all of your maps. Like this one is called sprites, so drag that in. I'm gonna drag my other map in as well, right here. So now I have the two maps. Sorry about the notifications. So now for the player corpse, you actually, you can't leave that. Give me 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. Someone's account got hacked and was spamming Discord links and all the channels. I banned them. Sorry about that. So let's get started. So now we're gonna start working on the actual player corpse. So what you want to go to do is go into your assets and then go to resources, go to Photon VR, and go to your player. And now what you want to do is just copy the actual model. So I'm just going to press Control C or just copy, get out of there. Oops. So now what you want to do is just paste it in. Okay, how? Oh well. So right here it's all the way over here. So I'm just going to drag it this way. Is it disabled? I cannot. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to do this over here. So what we're going to do is first I'm just gonna rename it to, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna name it Corpse 1. What we're gonna do is open that up. It is gonna help you if your bones are named, by the way. It'll make this a lot easier. So inside of your like body bone, you want to add component and type character joint. And that's gonna add a rigid body and the character joint. So we're not gonna worry about this stuff yet. We will get to that though. And what you want to do is just open up all of these all the way down to the wrist bones or hand bones. So now what you're going to do is for each of the bones, like actual meaningful needed ones, so just head and the left shoulder, you're going to add character joint to all of them. Just like this. If in your hands you have the fast IK fabric script and the hand controllers, just remove all of this. You don't need it. So just remove all of that and add the character joint. Just continue doing that for a bit until you fill every single one with the character joint. Again, we have this, so just remove it completely. Like that. And then add a character joint. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with the bone, like the base bone. We're going to drag the head bone into the connected body. And that'll fill both of them. So after that, we're going to go to the head, do the same thing, but with the bone. Okay, we want to make sure these two are connected. Oh, I missed. We want to make sure these two are connected. So now with the left shoulder, that is connected to the main bone. And so, actually, try to remember if you actually need this or not. I'm gonna say yeah. So I'm just gonna connect that to the bone. Upper L will be connected to the shoulder. Lower L will be connected to the upper L. And wrist L, I spelled that wrong. Will be connected to the lower. Same with the right side. So shoulder R will be connected to the bone. Upper R will be connected to the shoulder. Lower R will be connected to upper R. And wrist R will be connected to lower R. Now that's all set up. So this will technically work as a ragdoll, but it will fall through the map. And how we're going to fix that is it's kind of tedious, but it doesn't take very long. So you're going to go into your bone, like the base bone, right click, 3D object, and create a capsule. You're not going to be able to see it because it's going to be really big. So I'll just go scale and scale that way down. And you're just going to drag that up into the body like this. I'm actually going to scale it just a bit down, shrink it because my body's kind of short. Like that, and it should come with a capsule collider. You're going to leave that on. My Unity, okay. Give that just a second, sorry guys. Okay, we are back. Okay, so leave that on. Go ahead and turn off the mesh renderer though. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same for the head. Right click, make sure you click it first. Right click, 3D object. And this time we're going to do sphere, because our head is more sphere shaped. Scale that down quite a bit. And that looks like it'll work. Yep, that's all good. Turn off the mesh render. And now I'm going to start with the upper L. And I'm not going to go ahead and do the inside shoulder, there's no point. So inside the upper L, we're going to right click, 3D object, and create a capsule. Scale this down, and it'll be sideways to match your arm. We're going to scale this lengthwise to match our arm, and we're going to, I'm actually turn that down. We're going to move this into our arm, just like that. That should be good, to be honest. Yeah, turn off the mesh render. And what I like to do is just press Control and D and drag that into the lower L. So I don't have to do that all again. I will turn on this again though, so I can see what I'm doing. And rotate it to match the arm. It's like that. I'm also going to scale it down just a tad bit though, because it's a little big. And now after that, just turn off the mesh render. Go to the wrist or the hand bone, and this requires a different shape, so we're not just going to press Control D. My Unity again. Sorry about this. I'm just going to give it a second. It didn't take long last time. Yeah. So create 3D object, and we're going to create a cube. Scale this way down. Oops. Now this time we're going to go like this. Scale it to the size of your hand like that. And just move that into the hand. Doesn't have to be the exact size of the hand. That's good enough. So that works. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. But I'm actually just going to... Oops. I'm actually just going to copy and then drag that into the upper for the right side. Turn on the mesh render though so I can see what I'm doing. And just rotate it to match the other side if it doesn't already. Just like this. Turn off the mesh render again. And now we're going to go to the lower L1. Control D for that one as well. Go to the lower R, put that in there. Turn on the mesh render. And bring that over here. Rotate it one more time. Get that in the perfect spot. And now we're just going to do the same thing for the hand, which is pretty easy. Just press Control D, drag that into the wrist R, and I'm just going to turn this on and move it over. And rotate it to work whatnot, and position it to work with this hand as well. I'm going to say that's good for now. I'm going to turn off the mesh render. And now this will have collisions and everything that will work. So now what you can do is just minimize this, to be honest. And this will work. Mine has a photon view and a mesh collider. I'm going to remove the mesh collider actually. If yours also has a mesh collider in the side of the cube, you can go ahead and remove that. Because they don't actually work, to be honest. You still fall through the map. I'm going to remove the photon view for this tutorial. Actually, no, we'll leave it. Because what we're going to do is leave the photon view, make this, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to say takeover and reliable. I might be doing this wrong though. It should work. We're going to add a component, photon transform view. Give Unity a second. Okay. And now do turn off use local. I've learned myself that it's not the best. So turn that off. And now this should be networked. So what we're going to do is go to our resources tab and drag this in. Actually, but first make sure it's disabled. Sorry. Disable it. Drag that in. Right here. And so now what we're going to do is go back to our cube we made way over here. And inside of the corpse, we're going to just drag in the corpse one prefab into that. And now this should be working. Oh, NavMesh, sorry. So what you're going to want to do is go to Window, AI, Navigation Obsolete. And if you don't have that, what you're going to want to do is go to Window, Package Manager, click up here, and make sure it's on Unity Registry, and type AI, and install this. It might require you to restart. I don't remember for sure, but if it does, just restart your Unity engine. Make sure you save though. Go back to Window, AI, it should be there, and Navigation Obsolete. Now what you're going to do is click on your map, like the entire thing. Make sure both of these are checked. Make sure it is walkable. Go to Bake, and press Bake. Mine already is like that, but I can do it anyway. And that's all we have to do. If you turn on gizmos, you can see that this is all walkable now. So now this should work. I'm actually going to disable this one real quick. This should work if I am correct. What you can do to make this networked is just photon view. Right there. Make sure this is takeover for sure. Viable delta compressed. Photon transform view. Turn off use local. And now that will be networked across clients. And if you do want your corpse to be bloody, by the way, before you, like, it doesn't actually matter, but you can do it. Inside of it, all you have to do is create a material and drag it onto all of this, and it will make it bloody. If you want it to look like scary baboon, I'm not going to do that in this tutorial, but let me disable that, and it should work. Let me start the game, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have it working. Let me check. This is the Gorilla player. Drag it near, it goes to it, and there you go, and it gets teleported to, it's inside of it. I gotta fix that. You just have to change the position, and it works. It will spawn one. I will later have a script in the same hole. I'm lagging, sorry. Well, it looks like it deleted it, so it's fine. That seemed to have broken it. Sorry about that. I don't know what could have broken that. I will try and fix that in the script. The script will be updated. I will have also a script in the description that should destroy this if it doesn't automatically. Let me try. Okay, I'm back. So let's test this one more time. Oh, sorry about that noise. It's a monster over there. Should leave one behind. Yep, this spawns. It shouldn't destroy like that. I don't know why it did. But yeah, you can see like a ragdoll, and if you go to it and you go to the bones and you drag such like the arms and stuff, it will move it. It is kind of buggy. That makes it even more funny. And as you can see, it works perfectly fine. If I drag the upper arm, it'll work as well. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's also not the worst. It'll work on both arms. Yeah. And it'll land where the player is, and if you want, like I said before, you can change the material. This is over here. I'm not sure why yeah, I'll fix this before you download this. I'll make it the height changed a little bit. There we go. It should work with regular players, though it might just be the rig right now because there's no VR. As you can see. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is a problem. Okay. Yeah. That is a... Oh, might want to stop that now. Give this a second. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to say, make sure the monster cannot reach the spawn area, otherwise that will happen, and that will crash everyone's game. So to prevent that, I'm also going to show you how to like add monster blocking walls. So what you want to do is just, I'll minimize all this. Create a 3D object. I'm just going to create a cube. Move this up like this. And I'm just going to scale this to be a bit bigger. Give the player some room, you know. Okay, now I'm going to move that to be on top of this. And what I'm going to, oh, wait, let me scale it upwards. Just real quick. So now what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to turn on, I'm just going to disable this box collider. I'm actually going to open the Pro Builder tab, which you can do by Tools, Pro Builder, and then Pro Builder window, and drag it over here. If you don't have that installed, what you can do again is go to the Package Manager, Unity Registry, and type in Pro Builder right there, and install and import it. You might have to restart, I don't remember. And then after that, what you're going to want to do is Pro Builderize the shape if you didn't make it with Pro Builder. And after that, what we're going to do is flip normals, so it's inside out. Actually, no, we're not going to do that, sorry, because that'll make it so the monster can get to it. I'm just going to, sorry about that. I was thinking of that wrong. I'm just going to kind of do this real quick, because I don't feel like actually making some good ones. Oh, I didn't need the... Okay, so now that we have the blocker walls, make sure that the box collider for all of these are off, and it looks like it. So now what we're going to do is go back to our navigation obsolete object and click one. Well, can you click multiple? Yes, you can. So just select each wall that you want to block the monster. Click navigation static. Do not click this. Make it non-walkable, and then just press bake. And after that's done, the monster can get, it shows it can walk in here, but it won't be able to get through here because of these. And as you can see, it created this as an obstacle. The monster cannot get in here. So if the player is killed and they go in there, the monster should not be able to get them and spawn all of those ragdolls. Right here, go to scene. Sorry for the lag, guys. Go to the, turn off gizmos. Go to the Gorilla player. He should lock on. Yep. Get sent. And if he sees the player, I don't even think it'll be able to see it, to be honest. onto another player most likely, if there are multiple players, otherwise it'll stick in here. And then if I get out of here, it'll spawn another one just like that, and the player will go back. Oh, that is messed up. Yeah, this is a little bit buggy. Sorry about it, guys. I will try and improve upon it later. The script that I'm going to add for the ragdolls to make them disappear after like a couple seconds, all you'll have to do is just put them onto the ragdoll prefab, and it'll work. So sorry about this. But everything else just seems to be working. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. It would be much appreciated as it helps out the channel a lot. Please feel free to join and stay, hopefully, in the Discord in the description. If you can, share it with your friends. We're trying to grow the community to be a lot larger and a lot better. It would be much appreciated, and thank you for watching. If you have any other like tutorials you want me to make, leave them down in the comments, or I have a tutorial suggestions channel in the description, or in the Discord, sorry. Leave them there, or if you want some scripts, leave them in the suggestions, and thank you for watching. Bye.